of the Irish is bringing good food and fortune to Big Food Friday.
Take it away, Darina.
That's right. Dorina Allen is coming to you with cockles, mussels, and urchins you can eat.
I don't blame you if you're a bit put off by these fellas.
Dorina is holding nothing back.
The first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to cut the head off.
So get a jump on St. Patrick's Day and tune in for 2 hours of classic Irish cooking.
But it'll look absolutely stunning at the end, so it's worth it.
Big Food Friday.
Friday starting at 8.
It's time for Ready, Set, Cook. And now, here's your host, Sissy Biggers.
Oh, very nice. Thank you, and welcome to Ready, Set, Cook, where two of the country's top chefs compete to create a culinary work of art. But they have only 20 minutes and a mere $10 worth of surprise ingredients provided by two members of our studio audience. At the end of that heated 20-minute competition, one of those contestants will go home with a fabulous culinary gift. And of course, the privilege of working with these masters as their sous chefs. So let's let the games begin, and this is a wonderful rivalry that stretches the entire Northeast corridor. From Boston, where he makes the bounty of New England completely over the top with his Asian influence, please welcome Stan Frankenthaler from the Salamander Restaurant. Welcome back. Good luck. And in Philadelphia, he is a celebrated executive chef at the Treetops Restaurant at the historic Rittenhouse Hotel. No stranger to television, Jim Coleman. Welcome back. Good to see you. Gentlemen? Let's meet our contestants, and it turns out that these two contestants turn to the Food Network for inspiration in feeding their growing families. Let's see how their families influence their ingredients. Karen Hennessy and Mike Palaccio. Come on up, Karen. Mike, good to see you. What did you spend?
I spent $9, whoa,
Whoopsie.
and 93 cents, and I brought radicchio, endive, penne pasta, pumpkin seeds, bacon, and blue cheese.
$9.93?
Yes.
This hunk of blue cheese put her very close to the limit, didn't it? That's very interesting. What do you think?
Excellent.
Stan's giving it
Good
the
choices.
excellent. Go ahead, dump. Don't stand on ceremony.
Sissy, I spent $9.91, and
Reckon
we
that.
have here veal cutlet, red peppers, white turnips, frisee, and some chipotle peppers for some heat.
Ooh.
right.
That'll do it.
That will do it.
All right. Let's see how our competition heats up as they work with these very interesting ingredients, very disparate ingredients on either side of the aisle. Tomato and pepper. Chef Frankenthaler from the Salamander Restaurant in Boston. Cambridge, exactly. Right?
Cambridge.
With Karen Hennessy, what do you have in mind?
Well, we're going to make a nice rich pasta dish with the gorgonzola cheese. We're going to toast the pumpkin seeds and actually get some pumpkin seed oil from that. We're going to set off the richness of the dish with the kind of natural bitter qualities of the endive and the radicchio.
Do you consider this a challenge or a foil, these pumpkin seeds?
I think it'll be a nice complement to the pasta dish.
Good. I'm glad it's working out there. And over here, have you been leaning on that veal cut?
I just put my hand down one time, just like that.
No pounding before we start. Tell me, Chef Colin, what do you have in mind?
Well, what we're going to do is we're going to make a rutabaga mash, and we've got, this is kind of interesting because we're going to make a warm salad with the frisee, which holds up the heat real well with the red peppers. We're going to saute the veal, and we're going to make a chipotle essence that's going to go on top.
Ooh, essence.
So,
A very hot essence indeed, and a hot competition that we're going to begin right now. Audience, ready, set, cook. Go to your aprons. Now remember, we have that pantry, which I think is the pantry we all wish we had at home. Can you imagine reaching in there and finding carrots, celery, red onions, potatoes, milk? This doesn't happen at our fresh basil. Does this happen to your house? No, doesn't happen at my house. So I always like to see how they take advantage, because then it gives me some ideas for my pantry.
that's right. That's right.
As he reaches into our refrigerator.
We have
Now-
a couple potatoes in here we're going to use.
Did I give you an idea when I
You
rattle
did.
off that list?
That's right.
Now, you talked about the essence of the chipotle peppers and adobo sauce. Just for those of the uninitiated, just how hot is this product?
It's pretty hot. It's a smoked jalapeno pepper put into the sauce, and you want to use just a little bit of it. When we say essence, we have veal, so we don't want to make it too spicy. We just want to make it just a nice essence. You get a little bit of the twang, but not too much.
A bit of the twang?
A little bit of twang.
He's wearing his Texas hat today.
Texas hat, that's right.
For the regular viewers, you know this man dons a different cap every time we see him. Does it influence your cooking, Chef?
What's that? The different hats? Some are good hats, some are bad hats. There's no question about it. So.
Michael, are you somebody who uses chipotle peppers regularly, or is this just sort of a crazy whim on your part?
Believe it or not, I've never used it in any of my cooking, but I love jalapenos, and it sounds very interesting about the smoky. It's a smoky jalapeno, so it sounds very interesting. So.
It does indeed.
It's sort of a whim then, I guess.
I always like to see, though, they sell the product in this 7-ounce can, how much you end up really using.
That will go quite a ways. That will
You're
go
going to use
a
a lot of this?
No.
Oh, no.
I said that will go quite a ways.
Exactly.
Yeah, that will go.
No, they don't sell this itsy bitsy teeny little can. I've seen the chefs use it. It's like, it can come in a nugget size. Oh boy, we've got some pumpkin seeds.
We've got some pumpkin
another
seeds.
ready, set, cook first in my tenure. I always love to see a new ingredient. A little oil on that?
Yes, olive oil. And some fennel seed. What do you think?
Fennel seed?
That's delicious. Okay.
Are you going to slide that in the oven,
Yeah.
Karen?
Right behind you, Karen.
I'm going for this. I'm like wondering where.
All right. And you're going to essentially try to extract an oil, you said?
Yes.
From the pumpkin seeds.
We're going to garnish with the pumpkin seed, and we're going to use the pumpkin seed oil too around the plate.
And when you
Karen is sure she's winning the knives.
Oh, she's sure?
Yes.
Did you hear that? Michael?
Karen's taking the knives, she says.
Karen's already said she's taking the knives with that pumpkin seed. She thinks it's a sure thing.
Cut it in half.
Yeah, she might be onto something there.
Oh, you're such a gracious contestant.
What could I say?
Hey, you've got chipotles over here.
Right. That's right. Hey, chipotles. There we go. All right.
As usual, the ingredients stack up on either side. He's starting to, what was the word you taught me a term for dealing with meat? It was called fabrication? Meat fabrication.
Meat fab?
Meat fab. That's what the butchers do, meat fabrication. A technical term. I like the technical terms.
We're going to have a little bacon in our sauce. We're going to saute some bacon and some onion, a little garlic. We're going to make a nice creamy, rich gorgonzola sauce for our pasta.
Indeed. Creamy and rich indeed.
Creamy
we are
and
at
rich.
16:26 on the clock. By the way, we do have the hot water always standing by, which does give them a little bit of an edge. At my house, you know, it takes me about 17 and a half minutes just to boil the water. So we do give them that edge. We think that that's the least we can do.
That's the least you can do.
Nice slices of potatoes.
Yes, actually, this is going to be a garnish. We just use the mandolin, try to get it a little bit thin, and then we're going to fry them on either side. And that's going to be the garnish coming out of the potato and the rutabaga mash. So
Rutabaga mash, one of my favorite things. Are you
actually,
a rutabaga
it's very,
fan?
very good.
I love
Very, very
rutabagas.
good. Yeah.
Are you? You must be a
think it's used
rutabaga
enough.
fan.
I don't think I've ever had rutabaga, but it sounds interesting.
I like when contestants have that kind of approach. It's open-minded, and after this, you'll never forget rutabagas, will you?
Absolutely not.
It's really a turnip. But why do they call it a... You don't actually buy a rutabaga. Don't you buy a turnip and make rutabagas, or can you buy rutabagas?
No, you
Well,
can buy
rutabagas are the biggies, aren't
Yes,
they?
yeah, they actually, those are small. There are turnips and rutabagas.
Sounds like food of love, though, to me.
Which part?
The rutabaga part.
The rutabaga part?
Sounds like food of love.
More than comfort food, you're bumping it up to love.
Absolutely.
All right, well, we'll see how much you love your chef and your opponent as the games continues.
I love my opponent.
So gracious. Stay tuned.
Brought to you by Campbell's. Campbell's makes everything better. Brought to you in part by the beauty of Tefal.
Weather outside is frightful, but the fire is so delightful. But as long as you love me so, let it snow, let it snow, let it snow.
Nothing melts away the cold like a delicious hot bowl of Campbell's soup.
Let it snow, let it snow, let it snow.
Campbell's makes everything. Tefal, the #1 brand of nonstick cookware, is about to change cooking with this exclusive anti-warping stainless steel disc. This is Armor All. Inside, Armor All's unique non-stick surface stands up to scratches like never before. The result is a non-stick pan that's built to last, inside and out. That's Armor All, yours to depend on, from Tefal.
Try the easy way to use Downy, the Downy ball. Just toss it in.
Easy does it, only Downy does it.
The spin cycle opens it, then Downy flows into the rinse.
You're gonna love it.
The Downy ball.
Come on in.
How can Geico save you money on car insurance when you buy from us directly? We cut out the middleman. Geico. A 15-minute call could save you 15% or more on car insurance. A typical car insurance agent is on the job during regular business hours. On the other hand, Geico insurance professionals are on the job 24 hours a day. Geico. A 15-minute call could save you 15% or more on car insurance.
You're watching the TV Food Network. We're really cooking.
Welcome back. We're at 12:36 on the cooking clock, and Karen has pulled out those glistening, smoky pumpkin seeds.
Yes.
And you can smell the fennel seeds.
Oh, that aroma's magnificent.
It is, and with the bacon, you can feel it coming together.
Yes, absolutely.
You know, we try to describe aromas on the show. We do our best, because at home you don't understand what it's like in here. It can be tantalizing or torture.
Or both.
So you've got your bacon, and let's not forget your endive.
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 We're going to put that
term.
in the oven. Karen, if you'd put that in the oven to finish cooking it.
Use a hot pad. So you gave those a little bit of a grill there.
Just wanted to get some nice color on them.
Excuse me 1 second. You're being upstaged by a pounding veal.
Can I pound with you?
Yes, you can.
What was that? It was the back of the knife? What was making all that great noise?
It's just the cleaver. I'm pounding this veal out just to be a little bit thinner, something nice and heavy. I could use a pan if I wanted to. Going in between two pieces of plastic just so it doesn't stick. And there we go.
That's a good way of doing it in the plastic like
that. That's right. Yeah, we'll put.
Are you getting to the chipotle moment?
What's that?
Are you getting to your chipotle moment?
We're gonna put it into the beef stock. You want to taste it? Go on, go on. Taste it.
I've been hosting this show long enough now to know not to fall for that trick, okay?
It's really mild.
You can just go to the videotape right now of that moment, but I have learned. It's not that I'm not game, it's just that I now know. Do you want to try it?
Sure.
Try the chipotle, Mike.
Ooh, either, Mike.
Not bad, not bad.
Wait a second.
A little spice in your life.
Just wait a second. You still saying not bad?
No problem. No, there's just not enough zing.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
Maybe I had different ones.
There you go.
She bought into it.
How do you feel?
Give me that water, would you? That was really well done. That was another first for me. I got pumpkin seeds and that on the same show.
Just a little spicy. It really wasn't that bad for me.
How much of this are you going to use, Jim?
I just very, very little. I put about this much of a spoonful on. Just very, very little. And we're not going to use all the sauce. So
there go my taste buds for the next 9 minutes and 55 seconds. It's in the sauce?
It's in the sauce.
Can I see?
Sure. We're going to let that cook. We'll bring it to a boil, then we're going to
What else is in there?
Beef stock.
Beef stock and the essence of the chipotle.
Of the chipotle. And we're going to puree it, then we're going to finish the sauce after that's pureed. So.
Okay. Well, I think I'll take a break and go over to the other side now. Don't ask me to taste anything. But it does, my olfactory, my smelling is still all right. Okay, where are we?
Karen is chiffonading some basil, and we're also going to chiffonade some radicchio so that when we finish our pasta, we'll toss those in raw so we have some nice color from the green and red.
And do you want a little wilting from the radicchio with the pasta or not? You want it to have the same crisp body?
I want it to have a little crispness to it, and I want the brightness from the color to stand out. So I don't really want to wilt it too much. The radicchio, when it cooks too much, it gets a little dark.
Do you like radicchio with pasta? Have you tried that? It's a nice little change, a little texture.
Now we're doing radicchio.
And here are those pumpkin seeds. Oh, I see a little straining of the oil.
Now we want to catch the oil underneath, which has a really lovely color and flavor.
It's a good idea.
No, you did great.
I'll be very curious. I guess someone else have to tell me now that my taste buds are shot. But whether that pumpkin essence really. I just think it's so funny over there on the pepper side. This might be the one time I vote, Mike.
You know, peppers make people euphoric.
Oh, they do?
Yeah.
Oh, that's what this is, euphoria.
What are you doing?
You didn't even know it, did you?
Yeah. Don't fall for it, Karen. Don't fall for it.
He's just trying to distract you.
All right, you've got your cream in your bacon, onion.
Yes, and garlic sauce.
Okay, we're at 8:04 on the clock.
Okay.
The essence of the pepper in the beef stock.
I'm going to bring that to a boil real quick. We're going to dredge our veal cutlets into a little bit of cornmeal.
Okay.
Season them first. We're going to do a cornmeal crusted veal scaloppini.
Well, do you want to do a little dredging as we go to our first commercial?
Actually, I'm going to wait just a second, just because I don't want to cook. This will cook, boom, just like that.
Okay, so you're going to wait on
and it's better not to dredge till last minute because the coating will come off.
Okay.
So that works
All right,
real
well, thanks for that tip. In the interest of the rest of our program, we will go to a break and come back for the final 5 minutes.
As long as you love me so, let it snow, let it snow, let it snow.
Nothing melts away the cold like a delicious hot bowl of Campbell's soup.
Let it snow, let it snow, let it snow.
Campbell's makes everything.
Ooh, these feel good. Lauren, come on, let me see. Yeah. Come on.
If you've been working for a favorite look,
those are great.
Yep. Part of getting that look should be including Kellogg's Special K. Great toasted taste, 110 calories, and fat-free.
Buy them.
Kellogg's Special K. Great taste never looks so good.
Yeah.
Are you struggling to remove body hair? Then try Alexandria Sugaring, the amazing hair remover that eliminates unwanted hair for up to 10 weeks. Not a wax, not a cream, but a natural paste that removes hair, including the root, without any pain. Every time you use it, hair grows back less noticeable, barely there. Sugaring even removes short hair. Watch, it easily removes fuzz from Miss Peach.
I finally found something that I can use around my face and my bikini line that won't irritate my skin. Alexandria Sugaring lets me remove even the shortest of hairs. No more long, embarrassing stubble. I love it.
Try Alexandria Sugaring for 30 days absolutely free. Keep it and we'll bill you only $19.95. As a bonus, we'll include Alexandria Chamomile Body Lotion. Order Alexandria Sugaring today.
Please call 1-800-336-0700 now. That's 1-800-336-0700 or send $19.95 plus $5.95 shipping and handling to Alexandria, P.O. Box 7129, Department Number 500, Buffalo, New York.
Clock, 5:05 on the cooking clock. Well, you snuck that bacon and that endive out of the oven, didn't you? Sneaky,
I did.
Sneaky technique.
Well, those chili cookers over there had your attention.
Yeah, they did. But I might ignore them now. I'll show Mike. Mike, you've got sisters, right? Is that what it is?
Sisters?
You must have sisters.
I have one.
Because that's like a brother-sister thing. You know, go ahead, try it.
Well, I have daughters, and I'm doing it to my daughters now.
I recognize something there. Now, I'm going to come back over here because some citrus has come into play, but let's just check on that famous chipotle sauce.
What do you want to do here?
How it is, Chef.
Now, I mean, obviously with the beef stock, it's much milder, and we're going to put a little bit of cream to even mild it a little bit more. But you do, I mean, no use cooking with Chipotles if you don't want the heat. I mean, if you don't like heat, don't buy them. So this is, you do want a little bit of that heat just to give it a little twang there, as I said earlier.
You and your twang. We're at 4:09 on the clock, and in goes the veal, pounded and dredged.
James?
Oh, yeah,
Very expressive audience tonight, as usual.
Excuse me?
Put it right back on the...
Now we're melting some gorgonzola into our creamy, oniony bacon, creamy, dreamy, oniony, bakey sauce.
Wow. You didn't eat, gee, you left some behind.
I was going to sprinkle that on top.
Oh, I see. You know, I think this calls for a spoon.
Oranges?
Yes.
Don't you think this calls for a spoon? Boy, it's got a nice texture, a thickness to it.
The penne is a nice pasta for this kind of sauce, too. The penne will hold
If
the
you
sauce
are
very nicely.
a gorgonzola lover, this is sheer heaven. Come on, Karen, you got to try it.
Yeah?
Come on.
Okay.
It's your inspired ingredients.
Okay. What a marriage.
You're not looking for a job,
Isn't that what they say? I don't...
Well said, Karen. That is so tasty and so rich, just what you were looking for.
Right.
But still no pumpkin oil in it yet. No pumpkin oils come into play, right, Chef?
Not yet. Pumpkin
Now,
oil.
the citrus on the grill pan?
We're going to char some lemon and oranges because the flavor of charred citrus does go really nicely with the endive and the radicchio. I thought that it would be a little sweetness as you ate the flesh of the
Nice
fruit.
idea. At 2:25 on the cook clock. Some grilled citrus.
Let's, you have tongs, right?
See how
there.
the veal's already out?
Okay.
Veal's
Done?
out, and we're just going to let it rest for a second.
You know, chefs always like to let the meat rest.
Let the juices go back inside.
Yes.
So that's what you shoot for there.
So that's cooked through. It was a quick saute.
Quick saute. We're going to add, now frisee, this is kind of interesting. Frisee is a very sturdy lettuce, so it holds up well to heat, which makes it something very good to cook with.
Mm-hmm. And frisee is very common in Europe. In France, it's a
curly endive, right?
Typical. It is the curly endive, essentially.
Correct.
Well, we have an endive on this side and a radicchio, and over here the frisee.
Right.
Same families, both which work well when they're warm.
Right. How are we doing
Mike, can I help you out with something in that kitchen, that fridge over there?
I'm good.
Okay.
She wanted to give you something she wanted you to eat over there, I think.
No.
I think she wanted to get even. That's what it is.
So you have a little bit of the vinaigrette. You can taste that with the peppers. You trust me now, don't you?
Of course I do, Chef. You know, asbestos fingers, by the way.
Yeah, they're necessary.
Ooh, that's good.
The problem is when you get asbestos fingers, you put something hot in your mouth that doesn't feel hot on your finger, and then you burn your tongue. So that's always interesting.
Another tip. We have 58 seconds. There is the rutabagas or the turnip puree. "48 seconds. You're on the tomato side. Oh, this looks like it could go a long way.
Okay, Karen, we need some basil and radicchio, please.
37 seconds. One's that pumpkin oil that's going to come in here.
We're going to use that on the plate itself.
On the plate itself. At 30 seconds, we've got some grilling citrus, a family-style rich gorgonzola.
Let's have a black platter. That one right there on top.
And a more meat-hearty dish over here. We're at 13 seconds.
Go ahead and turn those.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6,
Wow.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Did you put your sauce on there yet?
No, not yet.
You want to put it right here on the, oh, there goes the oil. Wow. So we mentioned at the beginning of the show that you know, there were very different ingredients on either side, and this is certainly an example. Look at that. We're going to take that vote. I mean, we're getting very close. Let's see what's in store. If they raise their tomatoes, what will they be voting for?
We decided we'd name it after the two of us. Stan and Karen's penne pasta with gorgonzola, charred citrus, endive, bacon, pumpkin seeds.
Well spoken, well described, and over here on the
Well, we named it for
peppers-
2 people also. We have Michael's veal saute with rutabaga mash and sissy sassy sauce. So,
Gee, you think I can have the copyright on that? I'm honored and flattered. All right, let's see who is honored by our audience. Raise that vegetable. Todd?
It's another close one, but this one goes to Pepper.
Pepper side.
Thanks.
You're going home with the knives.
I got the knife.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Trident, they're wonderful. It'll change your life in the kitchen.
Thank you.
A terrific effort. My goodness, you can feed a big family with that. The classic wearing blender. Here, let me take it for you. Please have a bite and let us know. I'd like to know what the essence of the pumpkin tastes like. Please dig in. I'd like you to try the sauce, Mike.
I was nipping at it before.
Tell me what you think.
Let's get some.
There's a lot of sauce.
With the sissy sassy sauce?
Yes. Sounds like a whole line.
It's rich and wonderful. The pumpkin.
No, really, it's great.
Pumpkin infusion.
Oh, it's great.
Is it?
With the mash? Oh.
How's the spice? Not too hot?
I want to taste your...
All right, well, listen, audience, we're out of time. And
Nice job.
ooh,
Really nice.
it's still sassy. And I'm Sissy. Thanks for watching. Come on up and have a bite. That is spicy. No, thanks, guys. Great
If you're going to be in New York City and would like to be a contestant or a member of our studio audience, write to Ready, Set, Cook, care of TV Food Network, P.O. Box 4836, New York, New York, 10185.